I'm your man PR Go Getters. I'm here in the BX, doing what I do, behind the art, about to go see 12V. Let's go. So fellas, 12V, welcome. Thank you for having me here, first and foremost. I appreciate it. We're in the Bronx right now. So the first thing I want you to introduce yourselves. You know, I want to go down the road. I know y'all, but I want everybody else to know who y'all are too, man. So we just start. I'm PR. You know.
My name is Neil.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Gio. I go by the name G-Major.
Carlos.
Okay, fellas, and together they are 12E. So my man, I have to know, how did the group come together?
We all met each other in high school. So even before 12E existed, even as a class together in the grade, such as, for an example, jazz band.
Yeah.
We've all played with each other before, so the chemistry was always there.
Let's go.
And after high school, everything just aligned. So we came together and we made the band 12E. We all love the passion for music.
I want to know what inspired the name 12E.
Where are you?
I know where you was at, you know.
Where are you? What apartment is this?
I mean, me gotta tell them that, you know what I'm saying? The audience don't know the address here.
Oh no! They gotta stalk us.
You know what I'm saying? So all they fans, now you know what apartment we in. That's where the name came from, you know? Thank you.
It's like home. It's like this is where we started. This is where we came together. Like this is pretty much where we just grew our music and our sound and who we are now today. So it's just right. Call us 12.
Well, his home.
We were actually in other bands too.
Yeah.
Like that were in here too. You know?
Yeah.
But like this was like the final product. Like.
Yeah.
Of like other people being in the band and they left, and then this is the people who like are left. You know?
Okay.
This
Like
is
the chemistry.
Yeah.
This is strong few, yeah. That's what's up, man. I just was looking at something that said the 80-20 rule, and basically it's just the few that gives the cause, but that give the most effect. So out of everybody that is still here, y'all making a bigger sound than probably what I had prior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all right. So individually, I want to know what brought you into music. Start with you. Yeah, why not?
What brought me into music? I was influenced by my older brother because before me, he was the first one to play piano.
Okay.
And my father played the guitar, and my mother too.
Wow.
So I was like, it's not really a family tradition, but I was like, yo, my brother's so nice at the piano. But I was like 6 years old. I was like, yo, if I start now, maybe I can get as good as him. That's how it all started for me.
So it's like competition a little bit. Like no competition within the family?
No competition.
It's all together.
Then again, it's always competition.
Yeah, right? You know, why not?
Almost, yeah.
Friendly competition.
Yeah, of course.
Let's say that, yeah. Okay.
Well, for me, it was kind of the same thing. My brother was playing clarinet in middle school, and then
Who wasn't playing? Not just
That's
my third grade year.
Actually, yeah, I was in third grade when I started playing. But yeah, like I saw my brother playing clarinet, so I was like, you know what? If my brother is in the band in my school, might as well join the same thing and try to do what my brother's doing. Next thing you know, like my brother stopped playing clarinet, but as time went on, I started continue playing drums.
Yeah.
And the more I started playing, the more I realized that drumming kind of gave me the outlet to express myself and also let go of the emotions that are inside of me as well. So
Let's go.
that's me. But yeah, I learned playing Rock Band, the video game. So shout out
See,
to Rock
you gotta
Band.
talk about that, man. Like, there's a lot of kids out there that
mode.
think they just like, yo, I know I could do this in real life.
No, yeah, definitely. It's really surprising how that game could really teach you how to play drums. Like,
Living proof.
yeah, I'm doing it because of Rock Band and also because of my stride. But
That's dope.
I could say Rock Band was definitely a major key to me learning how to play drums.
It's just green, red, yellow, green, red, yellow. You know?
Green, red, yellow. Green, red, yellow. Red. Like when I was younger, Like I was a troubled child. Like basically, I was always getting into trouble. Like I was listening to like 50 Cent and shit.
The light skinned brother, damn.
The
The light skinned brother got me the one in trouble one. Damn, man, nah, okay.
Nah, but yeah, I was into like rap and stuff,
Yeah.
like 50 Cent and shit, and
Yeah.
I was always getting into fights and stuff. But
Damn.
then, like, I don't know, like, when I started to go to music class, I started to calm down. So
Yeah.
then I started to use that as an outlet to like express my feelings and shit, you know? And like, also I wanted to be cool, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, but I also started like in high school. I really wanted to be cool. I wanted to be the popular kid. So like, I just really just went ham on the guitar.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be nasty. And then it was also a competition with one of my other friends was a guitarist.
Yeah.
And like we would just every time he would learn some new shit, I'd be like, damn, I'll feel the type of way. And then I would have to go even harder. You know?
That reminds me of Goku and Vegeta. Every time Vegeta closes the gap, Goku goes further.
When I was 3 with the drums, that was my very first instrument. I played several instruments, like every instrument here, plus orchestrated and percussion instruments. Only string and percussions. I can't do no woodwinds or brass, so I can't touch that.
Alright.
But
I can't touch anything, so you good. Just the clarinet in 3rd grade. But you got it.
But yeah, so pretty much it's just like I started with drums, like that was my passion, that was my first instrument. Moved to like piano and bass. Actually, piano, me and Neil started together. That's where actually we go way back to like 6th grade.
Okay.
That's where, yeah, me and Neil came from a nice little program and went to the same high school and stuff like that. By the time I got to high school, I was playing bass, a little bit of guitar until I met him and I quit. I'm good.
Yeah, hey.
He said I quit.
It don't matter, man. You still know it though.
It's over.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I was producing by that time. So, and then yeah, like it's just been like me and music was just always just like my thing. I do other things like dance and gymnastics, acting, and all that different things. But music was my go-to. That was just like my home. Whenever I wanted to feel good or whenever I wanted to just feel like me,
Yeah.
I just do music all day, every day. And yeah, it's just like I've been an entertainer my entire life, going through different type of aspects of entertainment with acting and dancing and stuff like that. It's just always been music that just calls my name. So that's my thing. Yeah.
So the funny thing is, y'all all told me what y'all play, but if this is a band, I know y'all just don't have a sound. Like one person has to be the singer.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm the lead singer.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know.
I can say what
I play drums.
Can y'all all sing?
One of us.
We can hold the note.
I definitely looked at the bio and I seen that all of y'all are very multi-talented, man. That's a beautiful thing. So I gotta ask you, when I say what does art mean to you, what does it mean? Like, what do you get from that? What's your definition of art for yourself?
Form of expression, definitely. Like, me personally, I'm a very quiet person, but with music, particularly drums, I feel like the loudest, you know?
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I can express myself, not through words, but through like, you know, the notes I'm playing and the rhythms I'm playing. So that right there just means a lot to me.
Art is like a form of life. Like, that's just how I feel about it. It's like, if you do this, this is what you do, this is what you eat, this is what you breathe, this is what you sleep. It's art. It's life.
Well, art to me is like a blessing from the universe. Like I was born here, right? In Earth.
I got you.
Right?
I'm with you on this one.
It came from somewhere. Like
Absolutely.
literally, I'm the person who gets to shoot it out to the world here, you know?
Absolutely.
All of us actually.
Yeah.
Like not everyone is blessed with it, like, you know?
You're right. No, you're right.
Like it's weird, like it's on some shit.
It definitely can be deep, man.
Cause like I wake up some days and like let's say for instance I come to rehearsal, I would literally play something that I never played before, and I'm just like, what? Like
It just comes to you.
like I literally don't learn anything from anyone. I just listen to people, look at them, but I never physically learn their music. So it's just like I just take whatever like
The aura. The
yeah,
spirit.
just take whatever I guess.
And then like use it to your own.
What they call the mana. That's what it is. Like
Say it
that's
again?
the mana.
The mana?
Yeah, that's
What's
what
that?
it's called. It's basically like an aura, like just basically got the good vibes from the individuals. So
Exactly.
you're just kind of just soaking that in and getting the positive aspects of them. Because they might have like been humming a tune or something, and you've been around them, and now you playing that same particular tune in your own version of it.
Exactly.
So you get art. So art to you is just life, like he said, and it just brings. But I don't want to talk for you. That was deep, though.
Also, like art isn't like just the word that it is. Art.
Yeah.
It's literally whatever you can go to, your meditation. Like
Right.
whatever. This is your art.
Right.
And his art could be like doing this. Like I don't know. Anything is art. Literally, the world is art.
Right. So with the rise now, it's funny because the viewers is probably looking like, yo, I know the Bronx. I've heard of the Bronx, and they seen y'all guys, and y'all like they're not really dressed like they're in the Bronx right now. Cause I'm from Brooklyn, and I know I look a little Brooklyn right now, but they. but with the rise, yeah, definitely, I got everywhere, almost everywhere I go. I ain't gonna lie to you, but with the rise of certain individual artists, has the Bronx or has anywhere y'all been inspired y'all to at any type of level for y'all art form?
Well, for me, I just want to break boundaries. Like, people might think, oh, you're from the Bronx, you can't do anything. Like, no offense, like that's what they think. Like, or like, let's say I tell someone, oh, I play music, they're gonna automatically think the worst. Like, oh, you're not good, you're from there. Like,
Yeah.
So I don't try to be like anywhere. I don't try to be like I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah.
I try to be something else, like my own self.
Yeah. Alright, so being that y'all are from the Bronx, and I already spoke to Carlos about it, but it's a rise in music, and I definitely see. I'm surprised that you said that, because when I hear the Bronx, I definitely feel more of the foundation of it. I feel more of the hip hop. But my question was, when it comes, what do y'all label yourselves as far as the genre of music?
I feel like our genre isn't made yet, because like even the music that we have out doesn't describe us fully,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree.
And also, like, for instance, I bring my own genre, like whatever I like, then he brings his own. Yeah, so it makes like something.
They all come from different like influences.
Way different influences.
And that was going to like come to my next question. Like, I can clearly, I don't want to say clearly, but I can see y'all come from different backgrounds. As far as ethnicity wise.
Yeah.
And has that influenced y'all in any way? And I want that individually now. Like, did your individual upbringing, kind of influence your art forms?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Anything in particular? Got any stories in particular? That just
just being in the Bronx, like the auras, like in the Bronx, you'll hear one side of the street playing salsa, and the other side of the street like playing hip hop.
This is true.
Like,
Mesh it together.
Just hearing that and just seeing all the different cultures, like that's all embedded in us. So, like for me personally, like I grew up with a Peruvian family, so they listen to like a lot of bachata. My brother, he listened to a lot of hip hop, but me personally, I listen to a lot of rock.
Okay.
Metal.
Wow.
So I was like a bit different, but at the same time, I appreciated the different types of art forms. Like I was pretty open-minded when it came to music. Like for me, an influence or like something that really influenced me to start doing music was Michael Jackson. Like I used to have VHS of Michael Jackson's whole discography of music videos, and I would watch that religiously. Like
Yeah,
all the
Moonwalker?
time. Yeah.
Yo, I popped that tape 3 times, bro.
Yeah, the Thriller, all that.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. I would just watch that and growing up, and that I feel like if it wasn't for like Michael Jackson, I probably wouldn't even be like really into music, and also like what my parents listen to, and also what my brother listens to too. Like that influence really helped me get into the whole subject of music. So.
It's good. So I guess my last question, man, my closing question, if you had someone that approached you and that asked y'all, how can I get into this? What kind of advice would you give that individual?
Patience. A lot of patience.
Patience and discipline.
And dedication. Yeah. Depending on what you do, honestly.
In my opinion, without discipline, especially for music, you're just gonna hit a ceiling. But if you apply yourself and you give a lot of self-discipline, great work ethic, sky is beyond the limit. honestly.
Also believing in yourself. Like, don't really look too much outside. You gotta like stay within, you know.
Yeah.
Like, cause if you keep looking at, let's say we were looking at other bands and like, oh, we gotta be as good as them. We're never gonna be as good as ourselves. Because in reality, we could bring something that they're never gonna bring, you know.
Right.
But by us being like them, we're not gonna get anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be whack.
This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be whack. You know what
Yeah,
it is?
it's definitely patience. It's definitely everything they're saying is just know what you want to do. That's really what I want to say. Know what you want to do. Know your study your craft and understand every aspect of that talent that you want to do, or that goal that you want to reach. Because you have to understand every inch of that spectrum. You know what I mean? And it's just once you believe, and then once you have the knowledge, you can achieve.
It is so true. Everything that Gio just said is so true, especially in terms of him.
Yeah.
Because for an example, sometimes I leave my piano here.
Yeah.
It's just too heavy
Yeah.
to carry on the trains. But when I leave my piano here
Yeah.
and I come back, Gio been using it in terms of like writing songs and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, he uses it. He uses it.
He doesn't use my guitar though.
I would not touch a guitar.
He won't touch a guitar.
That's
I
it.
got my own. I got my own in the back. I got my
Oh,
own.
you got your own, but he said he quit though. Once he met you, he said he quit, so it was done.
I stayed to the
That's
4
true.
chords I know.
Yeah.
That's it.
I can play some nice little melodies, a little bit of but once it gets to the solo,
That's it. That's I got you.
But also, we're still working on ourselves too. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So,
all improving.
Yeah.
All improving.
like, not everyone is perfect. Like, you know.
I trust me. I definitely understand, man. So, fellas, first of all, I want to tell everybody that hearing y'all live is awesome, man. It's a great experience, you know, for y'all being a very up and coming band. And last but not least, I know y'all want the people to know who y'all are, where y'all from. So you can just tell me all your social media, the hashtags, and all that good stuff. Okay, and let it rip. 12E. Now go ahead, do your thing, man.
Instagram at 12ENYC. You have to spell the 12, not 1, 2.
That's pretty much goes to like all social media.
And their YouTube page, and they website, man. 12enyc.com. We in there. Brooklyn, stand up.
Time to put this track in the hearse. This the second verse, no rehearsing. I got that Poseidon, y'all got that thirst, and I'm talking real shit. Mama told me not to curse, so I got put in that motherfucking timeout. Days in the crib, I had to climb out. Had to see what this world was about. If I disrespect, mama had to slap me across my mouth. This that back in the day when the kids used to play. This that Beyblade way before that 2K when the times were so crazy.